Hi guys, today's makeup tutorial is inspired by the very beautiful Bollywood actress Jacqueline Fernandez. I usually love her makeup looks because it's very natural, fresh and dewy, but this time she went all so glamorous with, her eye makeup, and it was created by my favorite Indian makeup artist Namrata Soni. Namrata is someone who has created some really legendary looks for Sonam Kapoor and various other Bollywood actresses. I do love the way that she works around with her makeup and the techniques that she uses, and sometimes she uses the most simplest of things and she doesn't go overboard with a lot of products, but she just achieves looks that are just amazing for an Indian skin tone. So when she created this look for Jacqueline, I was really impressed and I took a little bit of inspiration from that. Like I mentioned before, I'm not a professional makeup artist, so just don't go beating about, that this technique is the right way or that technique is, the right way, because I'm just showing you exactly how I would go about with this very feline smoky eye tutorial, because this eye makeup that was created for Jacqueline, there was no winged eyeliner. Everything was done with just a black eyeshadow, and I just wanted to show you how I would go about with it. And she kept everything else simple. I think I might just show you two looks, because in the look that Jacqueline that carried in her hairstyle was she just tied it up to like a very half hair up, like a half ponytail, and it was a very messy one and it was really lovely. But I don't like to tie my hair much. I don't know, I feel it doesn't suit me, so I have just I have anyway of wavy hair, so I just let it loose and made it a little more big with a lot of texturizing spray. But this is not a hair tutorial, this is not a fashion lookbook or whatever, so that's why I just wore a basic black t-shirt. But I have worn my favorite choker, and this is from ASOS, and the rest of this is just a makeup tutorial that I am going to talk you through. So this is going to be having a bit of a voiceover, as well as I'm going to chat you through it, so I don't forget what I wanted to tell you guys while I'm doing my makeup. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to see how I recreated this, then stick around and I shall take you through it. So I take my favorite primer. This is the Nivea post-shave balm, and the glycerin factor in this primer makes your makeup stay all day. I love it. Then I take the surgical tape and I just put that on the outer corner of my eye, so that it gives you a proper shape if at all you want to do your feline flick or you want to do a really elongated black eyeshadow smoky tutorial. Then I take my sleek favorite eyeshadow palette, and the shade that I showed you was Propose in Prague, and I just make this shade as I blend it as a base, so that the eyeshadow on top of this is going to be obviously a black matte eyeshadow, but it'll give a very soft dimension to it, and I really take my time on blending it. Then with the Morphe M433 brush, I just clean that up, making sure there's no harsh line. So I'm going to put some baby powder under my eye, so any fallout, it will fall under that. I still haven't worn any of my makeup. I plan to just do my eye makeup first, and at the same time it will just protect my under eye from looking really like a raccoon. Sorry about the noise outside, there's just some construction work. So I'm going to take my Real Technique brush, and I'm going to take the Makeup Academy Pro Base Fixing Mist, and I'm just going to spray it a little. Namrata Soni said that the black eyeshadow should be an eyeshadow that you can use it as a wet hold. So you have an eyeshadow that you can use it wet and dry, like the Too Faced Cat Eye palette that I have. It's not an eyeshadow that will get spoiled if at all you put your wet eyeshadow in it. And I'm using this beautiful matte black color, and this is in Panther. She said dab it very gently. you would do a wing. And that's the best thing about this tape that you put on the side, because it kind of helps you, you know, just retain that shape when you take it off. And then just gently clean up the end and make it like a perfect curve. After that, go back to the eyeshadow Propose in Prague, the same eyeshadow that you applied as the transition color, and just clean that out. Just buff it out and clean it. Because over this again, I will be putting the black eyeshadow. You can totally skip the transition, but I feel it gives a subtle matte dimension to it. Clean it up. Especially when you take it out into a cat eye flick. It's like a, you know, a feline flick, so clean it up. I'll repeat the same process on the other eye. Do a nice clean winged look, and you can gently elongate it, or I would say keep it, because for the shape of my eye this is pretty okay, but it is totally up to you to elongate it. For me this is fine. Now we shall just clean up the rest of the face, and Namrata only used a concealer foundation, and she didn't actually go for very strong contour. In fact, she just bronzed up the face with a good bronzer and a nice pink blush. Clean it up, highlight what needs to be highlighted. And with your sponge, just wet sponge. This is the Real Technique sponge, and I quite like it. It's a great dupe for the beauty blender with half the price. It's a bit crazy now, but after the foundation it's just going to set. Now I'm going to take my NARS foundation. Just going to pour it into a little cup, and I'm just going to ever so slightly take a buffing brush from Real Technique, and I'm going to put a very slight foundation coat of it. And after you buff that out, go back with your sponge and just dab the excess out. Now I'm going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I'm just going to dust it so that, you know, it'll just mattify everything. To contour your face, it gives a little, you know, shape and dimension to it. Otherwise it can just look so very flat. So I don't think she went very heavy on her contouring, like I mentioned, but what I'm going to do is my face needs just a tad bit of it, so I am just going to go very gently with my concealer. And this I'm using is the LA Girl Pro Conceal concealer, and I think this is in Beautiful Bronze, yeah, because I full face, and I'm not going to go heavy over here because I don't have a wide forehead. So if you don't have a wide forehead and you have a small forehead, please don't contour too heavily there. So let's blend that out. This is the bronze blusher from Rimmel. I'm just going to take that gently and go over my contour. That I'm going to take a pink blush because Jacqueline had very pink cheeks on top of a bronze skin. So I am going to take the Max Factor. You know, this is Seductive Pink. I quite like this. This reminds me of the Milani Baked Blush. So I'm just going to take my brush and go a bit heavy on this. To go with the eyebrows. Before I start off, I'm just going to apply I got this from Miss Potty. This is just the clear mascara. It's got a protective serum to, you know, make your lashes and your eyebrows a little bit stronger. So I'm just going to first apply on my lashes so that it marinates in that before I apply my mascara. But yeah, I'm just going to gently shape it and then run my eyebrow pencil, which is my favorite one. This is the Party Queen, and I shall just take this and go a bit strong on my eyebrows because Jacqueline had a very strong eyebrow, very well defined one. And I'll do the same thing in the next one. The Mary Luminizer by the Balm. This is my favorite highlighter, and I'm going to gently just take a little of the highlighter and put it on the key area because Jacqueline had a slight shimmer, but it wasn't too on your face, you know. It's just on top of my lips. And with my NYX, you know, the gel pencil liner, Jolie gel pencil liner, I am just going to, you know, just put this on my waterline because that's what she did. Now I shall take my Soap and Glory Kick-Ass powder. It's just a, you know, yellow based highlight powder, and I shall just run it under my eye. She'll have lashings and lashings of mascara because she did not have any false lashes, so she only put a lot of mascara. So I'm just going to first curl my lashes. And I'm going to apply my mascara. And it really good for your lash when you, I mean, it helps your lashes look a little more thicker and fuller when you do it one by one, you know. So each eye you just curl it first. I mean, you curl the, if you're doing your right eye, first curl it and then put mascara, and then finish that off before you go to the next one. I'm going to go with my favorite Extra Sculpt Volume Mascara from, this is from Kiko. And I'll just give it another coat. The best thing about this eye makeup is there's no eyeliner that you have to worry about. Now we shall just go for the lower lashes. Jacqueline just used a very simple, baby pink lipstick. So I'm going to be using the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in 13. This is Marvelous Mauve. It's a very beautiful shade, and especially if you're my skin tone, this would not wash you out. So I'm going to take the Barry M, my favorite lip liner. This is the brown pencil from Barry M, and just line my lips. Over here, I'm just going to, on an upward stroke, go over my lip line. But when I reach mid to my cupid bow, I'll go, just right on top of my lip line. Same thing in the other side. And darken it right here in the center. Fill in your lips with a lip pencil. This has been my favorite lip combination, especially using this. It reminds me so much of the Huda Beauty lip contour in Trendsetter. So guys, that concludes this very simple black smoky eye tutorial. I was very much inspired by Jacqueline's look, like I mentioned before. It's so simple, it doesn't even require an eyeliner. Everything is created by a black eyeshadow, and because of your tape, it retains the shape and it makes it much more easier. I obviously did not tie up my hair because I feel it doesn't suit me. I have got naturally soft curls. I just let it loose. And yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and on my Snapchat, on Twitter, and do subscribe to my channel. If you like this video and you would like to see more, do comment below, give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching.